Welcome. Welcome back to the Olga Pérez show. Unleashing the power of perspective. One reaction at a time. How you doing? I'm your host, Olga. Hold on. I kind of said that out of order. You know, it's got to keep reminding everybody, what am I doing here? What are we doing here? If it's your first time, awesome to have you. If you've been here before, welcome back, my love. Make sure to smash that like button. Comment. Comment in the live. Comment in the replay. Comment away. Share this content. Let everybody know that we're here. Yeah, because we're talking about things the way nobody else talks about them. You know. Who's already with me today on this glorious day? Because why not? Yeah, it's funny. Where do you want me to start? I got good news and I got bad news. Or maybe positive news and negative news. Especially for a special day like today, where it's Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. I'm going to be getting into that a little bit. And then I'm going to share this little clip from AOC and the gas stove. And then going to touch base a little bit on WEF. Did you guys know they're in Davos? It's like coming up. They're already there. Well, they have like 5,000 troops. You probably already know that. But I got a little intel that maybe you didn't know that I think is important to know. Because again, knowledge is power. But knowledge without putting that knowledge to power is a whole different thing. You know me, my perspective. Who's already with me in the live? Because I want to say hello. Let me see. Oh. Oh my God. Takes me a minute to get it together, but at the same time, are you guys you got it together? Do you have your coffee? What do you have? What's going on? What's on your mind? Let me know in the live chat. Of course, let me know how you doing. Welcome, Carrie Lewis. Welcome. Snow here in New Hampshire, and I'm loving it. I love the snow. That's awesome. Good for you. And wow, New Hampshire. Gregory Paul, hello. Kicking it with Olga on a chilly day in Wisconsin. Oh my God, look at this. We got New Hampshire. We got Wisconsin. Clara, welcome. Gregory Paul. Claire Nelson. Afternoon, Perez Patriots. Yes. Love that. Much love. Today's topic is, where's Perez? Oh, I guess you guys must have been in the chat before I came on. The Major, how you doing? That's right. Love it. What is this? Carrie Lewis at Claire Nelson. Snow and snowmobile equals fun. Yes. Wait, doobie and a pack of smokes ready to go. That's awesome. Well, I hope I don't disappoint. But at least I'm coming at you raw and real, always live streaming. Of course, I'm going to take it to Rumble if need be. Right? We'll do the stream over at Rumble. I'm there right now, by the way, guys. If you haven't already signed up to Rumble, sign up to Rumble. Follow me there, Olga Pérez. The links are also in the description below. Support this channel. Help me. If you don't want me to disappear, you want me to keep coming back, become a member, join me on Locals. There's so many ways. Donate, buy me a coffee. It all goes to this. And I definitely don't want to go. But without you, hey, evil twin, well, evil V twin. It's Carrie. Love it. That's Carrie over at Rumble. Man, you're like double fisting it. Yes. So yeah. Hey, miss, let me see. Where do we start with? Should I start with the good or should I start with the bad? What do you guys want? And I got this request, by the way, guys, of an artist I've never heard of. And I'm excited. Someone wrote in the comments, Hardy, Wait in the Truck. Have you guys heard of? I've never heard of this artist. Definitely never seen this video. Apparently came out like 4 months ago. And so, of course, I definitely want to react to new stuff. And it looks like it's gotten like 23 million views. So I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. Like I said, I have no clue who this is. Don't know what kind of music it is, genre, because I'm always live, raw, and real. So what do you think? Should I start out with a Martin Luther King? I don't have a lot of good news. That's the bad news. I don't have good news about Martin Luther King. Just saying. While everybody else is like, like the fact that I couldn't go to the post office today because of the holiday. I'm like, really? It's funny how they were tearing down statues and all that stuff during 2020, right? Right. But how convenient. How convenient our history. How they make us remember it. But again, I mean, we're all fallible. Nobody's perfect. I'm okay with that. I don't judge the dude. But I always had a feeling. You know me with my instinct. And I'm like, this is something that's... So I'm not going to go far into the rabbit hole, but just want to share it. Because the truth matters. But again, we never know, right? Because even anything that they publish out there, the files that are released, how do we know they're real files? Well, I got a feeling. In fact, I just watched that Aretha Franklin movie that Jennifer Hudson starred in about a month ago or so. And, I mean, it's been out, but I just watched it recently. And, she did a great acting job. But I'm like, did you guys know she was all involved with Martin Luther King and all that stuff? Her dad was a preacher or pastor. Not sure. Don't quote me on the exact shit. Nisho, good afternoon. Welcome. Good afternoon, Olga and Pérez Patriots! Exclamation. Like it. How you doing? That's right. How you doing? Yeah, MLK killed by the FBI. Allegedly. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Because, I'm an entertainment-only channel. Yay. All right, so you know what? Let's start with that one. Let's start with this hold on. Yeah, this little clip here that I'm like, they're like, oh, let's talk about the real history. Matter of fact, and you guys can see that I'm screen sharing. I don't actually, oh, wait. So if it's on YouTube, it's even better. Hold on.
Jr. So how did he become such a historic leader in the fight for racial and economic justice? Did you know Martin Luther King wasn't his birth name? It is true. Time for a history lesson.
Did you know that?
We as a people will get to the promised land.
January 15th, 1929, Michael Luther King Jr., the future champion of civil rights, was born in Atlanta, Georgia. 5 years later, his father, a Baptist pastor, was inspired by the Protestant Reformation leader Martin Luther. King Sr. would change his name, along with his sons. At 15, the intellectual student graduated from high school and followed in his father's and grandfather's footsteps by attending Morehouse College. He struggled with one class, public speaking. MLK then went to Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania and finished with a doctorate degree at Boston University in 1955. He became the pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. King faced his first major role in the civil rights movement. He helped put together the Montgomery boycott of city buses after Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white man. The Supreme Court would later rule segregation on public transportation unconstitutional. By 1963, King was not only a symbolic leader of American blacks, but the world, and was named Man of the Year by Time magazine. At 35, he became the youngest man to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. 4 short years later, April 4th, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee, King was assassinated. He was 39 years old. King's powerful message lives on around the world as we continue to celebrate his legacy, honoring freedom for all.
So let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Okay. You guys can go watch the clip. Oh my God. I didn't just say that. I meant to say clip. Okay. But anyway, of course, you know me. talking about keeping it real, right? So I'm like, I get it. But see, even our little Fox friends, you see, no one really wants to talk about the truth. That's my whole thing. And that's why, how the hell are we going to get out of stuff? It's like when you're an addict or anything like that, like in the sense that, even if, mental issues or whatever, you don't know how to cooperate with people at work or something like that. Okay. Just the first step to change, to improvement, to fixing something is the truth, right? They say 50% of it, right? The first step is getting out of denial. That's helpful. See, I can handle the truth. If you can handle the truth. So I Google it, right? And I use like 3 different browsers and whatnot. And of course, I saw all kinds of articles. Mostly, though, talking really good. But then, of course, I don't want to just read the ones that are like trashing the guy, because then that's right. But how about these files? How about the truth is that they released these files? But again, how do we know the FBI didn't doctor them? Right? Like allegedly, the FBI is the one who took them out, right? Okay. So as you guys can see, this article from LifeSite, but there was several, and there's more than one person who's written about these FBI files and giving you a different look at Martin Luther King. Now, I definitely believe that anybody that we look up to that represents something positive, I'm all for it, right? So if he was, the head of the civil rights movement, that was a good thing, right? And of course, how are you not going to like things like, someone for a world, I have a dream, for my kids to be judged not on their color of their skin, but in the content of their character. But, he didn't come up with that line. We remember it that way. But many people have said that throughout centuries. We can probably even go to all the way back to even before Aristotle, Socrates. But I'm just saying, we know that. Now, here's this particular article. And let me know if you guys have heard of this. So Martin Luther King was a sexual predator, newly released FBI evidence suggests. FBI transcripts of alleged secret audio recordings shed light on the civil rights hero as a woman abuser who laughed, and quote, watching another minister rape a parishioner, end quote. This article was from June 9th of 2019. It says, warning, the following report contains sexual and graphic language. Oh, great. That just reminded me. Let me real quick do my little intro. Viewers' discretion advised. Adult content for the audio listeners. Hey, thank you guys for that quick little break to just make sure we cover the bases here. Hey, AC Nelson, welcome. Good afternoon to all the hashtag Pérez Patriots! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Bolt, fire emoji, bolt, fire, love sign. Was it? God, I'm going to say it wrong. ASL, SL, bleh. Forget it, But we get it. We get it, mahalo. We get it. Thank you. So here we go. I'm going to continue reading. June 7th, 2019. Recently declassified FBI documents suggest civil rights religious hero Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was a sexual predator who preyed on dozens of women. FBI transcripts of secret audio recording of King's private life allegedly reveal a man who exploited his fame and status to commit heinous sexual acts with countless women across the country. Okay, anybody with fame, power. Apparently that's how they roll, right? It's nothing new. Especially our politicians. They're a great example of corruption, right? Where was I? Heinous sexual acts with including allegedly witnessing another minister forcibly rape a, in quote, parishioner while King, in quote, looked on laughed, and offered advice, end quote. The FBI documented King's sexual exploits in the 1960s up until his assassination in 1968. David J. Garrow, I believe, a left-wing scholar and Pulitzer Prize-winning biographer of King, uncovered evidence of King as a sexual libertine, end quote. While combing through a trove of newly released FBI documents that were included in the John F. Kennedy files maintained by the National Archives. The files were released online in 2017 and 2018. The FBI has been wiretapping, had been wiretapping kids' hotel rooms. Kids. What a day I'm having today with Mercury. Wiretapping King's hotel rooms looking for evidence that he was connected to the, in quote, Communist Party. What they found instead was evidence of King's sexual degeneracy and depravity, end quote. That included hiring prostitutes, partaking in violent sex orgies, engaging in quote, unnatural sex, end quote, practices, and offering advice to a friend as he raped a woman. It is suspected that King's sex abuse involves 40 to 50 women. 40 to 50. Whether they reported it, whether it's FBI, I don't judge. Just, can I put it past him? Could I look at that guy and not feel something? I gotta tell you, I always did. I also think he was put there. Yeah. Like everything else. Almost all of them black. It is the written record of the wiretapping that have been released, the audio tapes themselves, which are the basis for the transcripts and would verify their veracity, are sealed until 2027. Okay. Please do take time to watch it yourself. To read this article and many others. There's many more. Seek and thou shalt find. But again, anybody can make everything up these days. But they're not going to release the transcript 2027. Mind you, with the type of AI that we have, even the technology that they don't let out, that does exist, it could all be made up. So that begs the question. But now, as you can see, I just switched. Oh, no, I didn't. How about this statue? Martin Luther King Jr. statue in Boston draws online mockery and disdain. This is from the Washington Post. There's, of course, many, many articles. I'm like, I don't care what they say. Let me look at it myself. Let's look at this for a second.
Work of art is inspiring conversations about racial and social justice in the city today. The Embrace honors the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King and the love they built right here in Boston.
What does that look like? Seriously, what does that look like? No one in their right mind looks at that and thinks of Martin Luther King. What's everybody cheering about? See, it's like the sheeple again. The sheeple. What are you doing?
I'm inspired.
Again, the emperor's clothing. You know me.
Feel affirmed.
The 20-foot tall and 25-foot wide bronze sculpture depicts the embrace between Dr.
Why does this remind me of Jeffrey Dahmer? Anyone? Come on. You can't say it doesn't. And this is about the embrace? This
Luther
embrace?
King Jr. and Coretta
Really? And there's like one leg?
Scott King, after he won
And
the
his head,
Nobel
what is he
Peace
like?
Prize in 1964.
Supposed to be like
I've
licking
never
himself
felt
like what?
this sense of joy and excitement
I'm not mocking
from
this.
people all over the place.
The work of art, aptly titled The Embrace, shines a light on the power of collective action and the role of women as leaders.
It does. I
Dr.
read
and
some
Mrs.
other stuff
King's
too,
for-
like whether it looks like a penis, phallic, or it looks like a leg and his head is underneath the leg, but apparently those are arms.
18-year-old granddaughter reflecting on the power of love.
This is almost like Love 360 because this monument is dedicated to their love, and we really need more love in this world.
I wonder what his family really knows or thinks about him, like her right here. Does she know? What would she say if you asked her? Would she completely say it's all made up? I'm just saying.
Standing side by side with the architects who helped bring the embrace to life, artist Hank Willis Thomas says the sculpture is the work of many.
And everyone showed up to meet the moment, and everyone did their part. And so it's kind of amazing to actually get to witness the product of thousands of people's work.
Dr. and Mrs. King first met in Boston. One of their first dates was on the Common, where the embrace of their love and shared values now stands.
It already feels kind of timeless. It feels like it belongs there already.
More than 1,000 people.
Oh my God, I can't. Are you guys looking at this? Like, is there another picture besides this one? I'm like, come on. Ugh. I mean, I don't feel anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is weird. It's freaking weird. Why is everybody acting like, oh, look at this? It's weird. It's weird. Before I move on to the next subject, let me go back to the chats and see what you guys think. What's going on? Yeah, Gregory Paul, why does anyone believe this criminal government agency? ? Absolutely. Carrie, Olga, I will tell you some things about MLK and the FBI at Locals or Rumble. Looking forward to that. Matter of fact, thank you for saying that, Carrie, because remember, this is why, guys, make sure, join me on Locals. Take a test drive. You won't regret it, I promise. The link is in the description below. I need to have at least 50 supporters to be able to post more content, better content, you name it. Behind the scenes, unleashed, uncensored. But I found a solution in the meantime. So while we get more people to sign up, help me get more people, guys. Tell everyone in the community, go join Olga and Locals. In the meantime, when you guys sign up, I also have, thanks to you signing up, I can email you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live stream. I remember I was thinking last week, I mentioned how I could do, members only on YouTube, but I still feel that they're going to censor me, even if it's just members only. So the sure way to feel like I can give you guys what I promised you, and I don't have to wait to get 50 supporters and, the local stuff. So I'm going to email you guys a link whenever I go live. Because you know how you already get like the notification from Locals that Olga's going live? Or like Olga's live right now? Well, I'm going to send you guys a link to the software that I'm using right now to live stream. And then all you guys, so that's the way how I invite guests to come join me. So I think it's going to be great. Let me know, guys. We'll test it out. And you guys tell me you helped me through this journey like you already have been. So that's that. Thank you, Carrie. To be continued. Smacked. I mean some real stuff. I me likey. That's funny. The FBI murdered dozens of Black Panther Party members. That's true. He's like, this is Gregory Paul. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. All right. Rumble. Smash that like button. YouTube. Smash that like button. Twitch. Leave a comment. Hey, Sacred Sage. Good afternoon, beautiful. Great to see you. So yeah, we could also talk about it, Carrie, on Rumble, but yeah, no, look, it was much better. Completely. But I'm going to fix that. Just keep your eyes open. And how about talking about the FBI? I think here's another great, how about this? Ooh. Wait. Oh. How about this? I like the way this guy posted this one because here's the list of the WF. Everybody knows, right? The WF is meeting right now as we speak at Davos. And I think it's tomorrow, I think the 17th, right? Or is it today that they're going to be having their plan on what we're going to do? And I'm thinking, what are we supposed to do? Well, I'll tell you what. When we think we have no power, think about the fact that whatever they decide, without us voting them, let's not forget that, we have not voted these people, nobody on the planet, which makes it even more sick. But whatever they roll out with, if we don't comply, hello, takes two to tango. And I'm being lighthearted about this, okay? But there's the list. Look it up. It's been roaming around. But this guy literally posted, and I love that he posted this one in particular. Why is the director of the FBI going to the WEF Davos? ? Probably for the same reason he goes to the CFR, Council on Foreign Relations. The American FBI. Roger that. Roger that. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I need to say more about that, do I? But to me, that's the biggest information. That, okay, let them roll out what they're going to say. Let's all over social media everywhere. Like, nope, you're not my God. You're not my, no, you're not my boss. Like little kids, you're not the boss of me. And then on some more lighthearted news, I discovered this little clip today. I was like, oh, look at that. Let's see. How about our little AOC? Yes, the justice warrior. The most empowering person on the planet. With millions of followers. By the way, guys, did they ever discover, I think, wasn't there something where once Elon Musk took over, did she lose a lot of her followers? Because maybe they were bots. I'm not saying that she put the bots there. Allegedly, I'm just curious. Don't you think? Begs the question. And I love following these rabbit holes. Let's play this little clip.
The gas stove ban debate is boiling over. AOC is mocking Republicans who were concerned with a possible ban, despite having one herself.
I do think it's funny, the absolute utter Republican meltdown where they're like, you can take my gas stove or my cold dead hands, or how dare you talk about gas stoves? You have a gas stove. First of all, I rent, period. Second of all, though, it doesn't even matter.
Well, no, first of all,
by that logic,
you rent. So because you rent, if they're telling us they're going to cut the gas off, sweet cheeks, that means they're going to cut your gas off too. Right? Or you have some special privilege. Ooh. And you're not considered a certain color that's supposed to be only one color gets all the privilege. Ooh. Just saying. Grow up, people.
you have a gas stove. First of all,
I rent. So do millions of people.
First of all, I rent, period. Second of all, though, it doesn't even matter because by that logic, these are the same people who would have said we should have never gotten rid of leaded gasoline. Just because someone may have driven a gasoline car. No secret, government agency is going to bust down your door and take your gas stove away.
Really?
You know,
wait. If that's the case, I'm gonna save this clip. I swear, when they start doing shit like that, I'm gonna blast this all over the place. Or she's got good intel and she's letting us know that it's another psyops of that kind of thing, right?
Tyrus, don't you?
Or she's mocking us, knowing they're gonna do some crazy shit, but she is untouchable because she's in the White House.
Yeah, I think there's that golden rule that, and if anyone's ever heard this, I'll say it again at home. Never film yourself with a good idea when you've been drinking.
Yeah.
That looks like Wednesday night wine night.
It looks like
terribly wrong. And to say she's mocking, that's a strong word.
I don't think she needs to drink any wine to be stupid. She is stupid.
Be clever and funny.
Yeah.
And whenever you do, and then they said, and there was no punchline or joke. And she made the weird voice, and you repeat yourself. And first of all, that's the wine.
12-year-old. First of all.
Burp in between the two things. So stop drinking, and filming.
Tyrus and I didn't talk about this ahead of time, but we think the same way.
Yeah.
All right. You know what the truth is, Martha? I mean, I cook with gas. You cook with gas.
Anyway, you guys can watch this clip if you want. I just wanted to see that clip of her, and I think it was kind of funny the way they react. I don't think they're being lighthearted and whatnot. Maybe they're getting more into it. But I want to get into it with you guys. So, yeah. We got the WF happening. We got MLK happening. Think about that word, happening. What's really happening? Everything shut down for this great savior. Yep. And the WF is still carrying on, not giving a shit, with 5,000 armed forces in there. Some police, some like military. If that's not more concerning. And again, what a perfect timing for AOC to come up with her little video. Let me guess. What, did she go live on Instagram? I get it. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then, that's really about all I wanted to get into today, honestly. It's MLK Day. I'm annoyed. But it's okay. If really people think this guy really changed the world, and it's funny how right now, as of today, 2023, colleges are segregating people. But they're going to celebrate MLK while they're segregating. Can somebody notice? I told you, I'm going to watch myself for 2 weeks to see if that changes anything on the YouTube algorithm. Just saying. The major. There are places in this country that will send the police to shut down your backyard BBQ. That's true. Hey, Victor. Welcome. Hey, yeah. Nisha, we had a BBQ shut down by the fire department. Oh, what do you mean? Is that supposed to be funny? You know, some shit just goes over my head. The major. And mental and emotional 10-year-olds should not be on TikTok. Absolutely. I did see some of those clips, and I wasn't sure if I was going to share them. Them pretending to have, like, mental illness, you know, Tourette's, OCD, all stuff. It's like, oh, God. Again, the Chinese know what to let the Chinese do on their TikTok. We already know this. But it's okay. Parents. What are you doing, parents? How is it benefiting your child's life? What would be if my kid came up to me and said, "Mom, come on, let me be on TikTok." I'd be like, "Tell me how it improves your life. Tell me how it improves your life. Are you making any money off of it? Again, is it improving other people's lives? Like, what good is it doing for you and others?" That would be my first discussion. And we'll take it from there. Because, you know, kids have an answer for everything, right? But so do I. Because, you know, isn't that funny how they always forget that we were once kids? And I was one of those kids. I argued everything. I challenged everything. I'm like, why is that? Why? Because you said so. Well, that's wrong. I used to tell my mom, "You thank God you're not a judge." She's like, "Yeah, you do what I say, and that's it." She didn't care about justice. She cared about dominance. She was like an admiral, colonel. She was like, that's it. I am the law. I'm like, "Well, there's God above you." And she's like, "Well, here, I'm your God." She literally said that. I was like, "This is not fair." She's like, "Life isn't fair." Olga, I just found out that the Swedish school system wants to include in the curriculum about grooming. Did you guys see that study they did in Germany? I think it was in the 60s, where they actually gave foster children or orphan children to pedos, and how it didn't turn out well. Like anybody needed to know that, to do that. Well, obviously, because again, the truth is there's a lot more degenerates everywhere around us, in our families, in our neighborhoods. That's a fact. So of course, they've got to be in government. They've got to be in all the institutions because they're everywhere. That's how the shit happens. And then nobody cares about the children. The same ones that they always claim to take care of. No, you don't. No, you don't. And there's so many cases to prove that. Don't get me started. Sacred Sage. There is a reason why they say history always repeats. Also, a side note. You are a wise one, Sacred Sage. nothing ever changes. But we got to change for things to change. Now, we are human, so there's certain things that will never change. But if we know, we learn from our history, right? We could be preventative. I'm not the one, I don't subscribe to, like, say, our parents, where they're like my mom would say this to me a lot. She'd be like, if I treated you the way my parents treated me, oh my God, you would die. Blah, blah, blah. Right? And she's got a point. She wasn't as harsh as they were with her. So my father would tell you the same stories, or similar. Anyway, just bad, right? Harsh upbringing, or extremely, disciplinary. You could call it abuse. In some cases, you would call it abuse. Now, they thought they would do better. Did they do better? And some things I'm sure they did, that they learned from their parents. And in others, they didn't. Because we're fallible. We make mistakes. But nowadays, with all our research, I mean, even AI, I'm guarantee you, if you were to type in to AI, how to treat a child, I wouldn't be surprised the AI, matter of fact, do you guys know about this new app? People have been talking about it. Since I'm just saying that, then shit, I'm going to add this to our stream. What do you guys think? Share this instead. You see this? So, here we go. So I found this out, like a week or two ago. I've been playing around with it, just testing like what's this all about. And it's ChatGPT. And let's for entertainment purposes. Also edutainment. Okay? Edutainment. So let's see. I'm going to type in how to raise a child. I know it's probably stupid. Guys, give me your questions in the chat. I'll read them and put them in. Look at this. Raising a child can involve many different aspects, including providing for their physical needs such as food, shelter, and clothing, nurturing their emotional and social development, and helping them to learn and grow. Some specific ways to raise a child may include setting boundaries. Isn't that something? There goes with a TikTok. And this is coming from AI. I'm sure this AI is TikTok's cousin, and he's letting you know, yo, my cuz, he ain't good. Or you need to cut it, control it, something, right? So, okay. Providing love, absolutely 100%. But love doesn't mean giving you what you want. Encouraging independence and self-expression, absolutely. TikTok, that's not self-expression. Everyone's copying each other, okay? Monkey do, monkey says, monkey do what other monkey says. You get me. And being a good role model. Exactly, parents. I see everybody on their cell phones all day while their kids are on their cell phones right next to each other. Bravo, bravo. Great role model. We've such improved. With all our modern technology, we have improved. We are better parents today. Matter of fact, the statistics show the mental health of these children nowadays better than ever in history. I'm joking. Okay. It is also important to stay informed about child development. Absolutely. And to seek help from professionals when needed. Right. Like the professionals aren't messed up. Just saying. Very few, I think, are really good. Again, just like when you go to a doctor, I would have a second opinion. Even when people come to me for consulting, I always tell them, look around, shop around. You know what I mean? Find the right fit for you. It's a complex task, and different parenting styles may work differently for different children. Absolutely, because there's not one person alike, right? That makes sense. But there are certain things that are consistent. Discipline. Consistency and patience is key in raising a child. Right. So why aren't we raising people to be more patient before they even have kids? Why isn't that part of their school curriculum? Ooh, I wonder why. Because then if we actually raised our kids and we did, and we had patience and, we were more aware, they wouldn't need all those therapists that make all that money. Or they maybe wouldn't have to worry about what gender they are. And then all those doctors wouldn't make money on all those surgeries. Just saying. Just saying. Now I want to write. Now I'm going to ask a question. Wait. Should we hit children? I'm getting a little more inflammatory. I might want to go to Rumble to do this part. Hitting or physically punishing a child is generally not considered an effective or appropriate method of discipline. There are many alternative methods of discipline that have been shown to be more effective in promoting long-term behavior change and positive child development, such as positive reinforcement, setting clear and consistent boundaries, and using timeouts or other nonviolent forms of punishment. Hitting a child can cause physical harm, of course, and also has potential long-term negative effects on a child's mental and emotional well-being, such as increasing the risk of anxiety, depression, and aggressive behavior. It is important to always use kind and respectful methods when disciplining a child, but it doesn't say we shouldn't discipline them. Interesting. This AI's got some emotion to it. What do you guys think? Now, should children, wait for it. Am I reading your guys' minds? I haven't read your chat yet, but I wouldn't be surprised that when I'm about to type, you guys are saying it in the chat because you know I'm kind of psychic. Should children use TikTok? I was going to say play on TikTok, but I wasn't sure. I don't know which word would be. Wait, while this is popping up, let me see what you guys saying. Victor, feeling so... Yeah, that's disgusting, Victor. I agree with you. But need to spit some truth. Absolutely. We have to. Call that pink elephant in the room. Carrie Lewis, my dad told me his job was to love me and be a parent, not to love me and be my friend. Love that. I agree. Gregory Paul, this is America today. Carlos, emojis with a monkey. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, right? Right, Carrie Lewis, 10 years later, I understood what that meant. Yeah, I feel you. So what do you guys think about the AI? Okay, let's read what it says. Let me make it bigger for you guys. Hopefully you guys can read what it says. What's it saying? TikTok, like any social media platform, can be used in a way that is positive and beneficial for children. Really? But it can also be used in ways that are harmful. Really? Parents should be aware of the potential risk associated with children. There you go, AI. The potential risk associated with children using TikTok, such as exposure to inappropriate content, cyberbullying, and online predators. If that is not enough to not let them have a phone, even. I'm telling you, I would just program it to 911 and me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else you need to be talking to. Look at maybe the father, you know what I'm saying? An aunt, uncle, again. Great, if he's got a lot list, because what if something's wrong? What if I'm sleeping? What if I missed a phone call? You know what I mean? It's also important to note that TikTok's minimum age requirement is 13 years old. Yeah, well, I'm seeing a lot younger than that. And not that 13-year-old, like you're really developed at 13. What? Your early teenage years? No. And the company's terms of service prohibit anyone under the age of 13 from using their app. Okay, are you guys looking at me? Okay. I wish I had the audio sound bit for blink, blink. You get me? That being said, this is AI. TikTok can also be a fun and creative way for children to express themselves and connect with others. In person is the best way, though. They're not saying it's the best way. Notice that. If parents decide to allow their children to use TikTok, it is important to have open and honest conversations with them about internet safety and to set clear guidelines and rules for their use of the app. It's also important to monitor their account and account settings and to be aware of the content that they are viewing and posting. Not bad, but here's the other thing. How many times do we tell children don't speak to strangers? How many times do we tell them, don't open the door for strangers? And yet I have done personally, in the news, stings for pedos. And I'm not the only person. I'm sure you can look it up, or I'm sure recently, somewhere, somehow, somebody has posted. I know, I don't know where I saw it, but, where a father, caught it on time, but sometimes they don't catch it on time. But when they do, I've seen some articles or some videos where not the guy's beating the shit out of the perp. And so kids don't listen to us. Many times they go and they take candy from a stranger when they know and they were told 1,000 times. Sometimes they do listen to parents. Sometimes they don't. So does that advice really work for all children? I feel like parenting, it really is a full-time job, clearly. And when I'm a caretaker, I can't let my guard down. I mean, we've all experienced, well, hopefully not everyone's experienced this, but you know that feeling where whether it's your own child or you're taking care of somebody else's child, and say you're on the beach or something, all of a sudden they're gone. They're out of your eyesight, and your heart drops to your stomach. Like, I'll never forget those moments that it's happened to me. The fact that I was already vigilant because I didn't want that to happen, and then when it did happen for a split second, I'm freaking out. I'm talking to the level of PTSD that I can't. And when I'm on the beach or anywhere with my friends and their kids are running around, I can't chill out. I'm like, can't get my eyes off of them. I can't. But other people, it's amazing how they're like, well, you got to, you got to like relax a little bit. You can't be always high strung. I understand that. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the overbearing, protective, parent. But like, even when I was a teacher, like, no. And that's several kids in one room. And whether you're going on a field trip and whatnot, whether you have an assistant or not, it's like, it's always in the back of my head. If they were my children, I would do exactly the same thing. And I feel like even more pressure when they're not mine. And then, I mean, even if I'm driving somebody's kid somewhere, or a bunch of kids, I'm like I drive completely different than when I'm by myself. Because I'm a little of a speed demon. Not like speeding because I want to break the law. It's just, it feels good. But anyway. So, let's see what you guys have to say in the live chat. If you have missed the intro, I'm thinking about doing a live reaction. I'm going to take a break and come back and do a live reaction after this video. Give us all a break. It just, I've noticed that it's actually better for my energy, And I really appreciate that you guys come back. It's so freaking awesome. So have you heard of this guy named Hardy? Because somebody mentioned that they put it in a comment, and like, I thought, oh, perfect. Let's do something different. Hardy is the artist, and the song is Wait in the Truck. Like I said, I don't know what genre, I don't know like what it is, but I'm curious. You guys curious with me? I was going to just rumble only, but I guess it is Martin Luther King Day. And everybody's chilling. Most people probably home, not working. You guys have the day off or something, right? So there's no need to go down the rabbit holes. Because you know what? No, yeah, the energy. I'm not feeling like I need to go off today. Now, if you guys want to talk a little more uncensored about anything we've mentioned today, then I can end this live here on YouTube and go finish it at Rumble. Then I'll take a break. Then I'll be on YT back again to do a live reaction. And I'm pretty sure, unless you guys say, don't do it, I'm going to do Hardy. Wait in the truck. Like I said, if you're watching this, thank you by the way, guys, thank you for liking. Thank you for smashing that like button. Rumble, here, YouTube. Like, comment, share. Subscribe if you haven't already. Become a member, even better. You want me to keep coming back? You do it, baby. I will not disappoint you. Let's see. What comments did I miss? Did I get? What's going on? Ooh, Hardy sounds, Clara says, Hardy sounds country rap. Okay. I think so too, with the weight in the truck. Victor goes, don't leave YouTube. Can't type on Rumble. Oh, that's funny. Why is that? Depends on like whether you're on the computer or you're on your cell phone. Hey, Olga, people need to see the MEG movie. The Meg? What is it? It made me question AI, and it can be really, in caps, dangerous. 4 exclamation marks. Yeah, absolutely can be dangerous. Absolutely. Which is the other reason why I just shared it with you guys. Like, to give you some insight on how dangerous it is. So thank you for making sure that I add that in there. Very important. Because I wasn't trying to be like, oh, this is the one. You know what I mean? Like, this is cool as shit. No, I was actually trying to show you guys how scary it is. So thanks, Victor, for Matt McHale. Oh, my God. Hey, Olga. Hey, Matt. How you doing? Oh, my God. I was just thinking about you today, and I was going to reach out to you on Instagram. Like, you really need to. And I was thinking, Matt, I got some ideas. I'm going to shut up right now. I was about to say it all here, but we'll touch base. Great to see you. Where have you been? Or have you been here watching and you just didn't comment? So great to see you guys. Okay, look up the trailer to Meg, MEG. Okay, hold on. I'm doing it right now. And guys, thank you for watching on Rumble. It means so much because the more you guys are watching, Rumble hopefully will put it out there and then people will see, oh, there's some people watching. It's not like just one person. It matters, guys, because it definitely made a difference when we all went over there the last time. And I had, I don't know, like 25 or 30 people watching, the most ever, especially Rumble. And it made a difference. I got more subscribers. And I got more new views of people that didn't even know I existed. So that's how much it matters, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is it. So Victor. The Meg, is this one? No, not the submarine, right? This one? This one, right? Megan, official trailer? Your new best friend? Is that the one you're talking about? Let me know, and I'll play the trailer. Matt, how you doing? I just did a segment on AI in Clubhouse. How crazy is that? And I haven't mentioned AI in this chat thing until now. And I didn't even plan it. Completely spontaneous. I got you playing on Rumble too. What's up, Kelly? Good to see you, Kelly, who I want to be. That's awesome. Yeah, it is creepy. It is creepy, Clara. So what do you... Oh, sorry. I thought you were seeing my screen. Victor, is this the one? The Megan? Right here? Official trailer? Huh? Let me get an okay to make sure that this is what you're talking about. Victor. Yes. Okay. I'm playing it. You got it. Interesting.
Katie, you lost your parents. Welcome home. You're my niece. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this place feel like home.
Just wish I could see them again.
I'm not equipped to handle this. I don't even take care of my own plants. I have this project at work. Do you want to see?
Yes.
Ever since I was little, I dreamed of this perfect toy that would protect a kid from ever feeling lonely or sad. This is Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm Katie. It's nice to meet you, Katie. Do you want to hang out?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even take that out. Hold on. I wanted to pause it. Ew! See, I don't watch horror movies. Very rarely. It's got to be like an amazing, like maybe sci-fi horror, and I can't be alone watching it. And I watch like pretty cute bunnies right afterwards, okay? Because I understand the power of what you watch and how it affects you and your energy. It's a thing. Matter of fact, I'll be talking about that tomorrow on Coffee Talk. I'm going to talk about this this little webinar I'm going to be doing for you guys. It's free. And we'll talk about it tomorrow, though. I don't want to talk about it today. It's a holiday. End quote. Holiday. It's a holiday if you're off and you don't have to work today. That's all that matters to me. You know what I mean? That you're enjoying your day. You're taking advantage of the day off if that's what you have.
Want to hang out? Okay.
Megan.
That was so creepy. I mean, of course, the music didn't help, but did you hear it? Like taking pictures?
Your goal is to protect Katie from harm, both physical and emotional. Is that a doll? Model 3 generative android. Megan, for short.
I can't believe you made this. I love it.
Wanna hang out, yeah, sounds like fun.
Great job.
It's nice to have a friend.
It's honestly like she's part of the family now.
They could be building emotional connections that are too hard to untangle.
She's the happiest she's been since her parents died. Eat the toppings, Katie.
Research shows if you force a child to eat vegetables, they'll be less likely to choose those foods as adults.
Is that so?
Yes. Experts say...
Megan, turn off.
I thought we were...
Oh, I just got chills on both my legs. Ho, ho, ho! Whoa, you knew that shit was gonna happen. Wait. Oh! I kind of skimmed over the eyes moment, right? Where I'm like, that's creepy. I just don't want to watch that, right? Like, let's just skip over it. But now, that. Oh, you know. First, I would totally dismember it. I know, that didn't sound right, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind that.
Eat vegetables, they'll be less likely to choose those foods as adults.
Is that so?
Yes. Experts say...
Megan, turn off.
I thought we were having a conversation.
Does she talk? Make her say something.
Stop! Don't! Megan! You should probably run. Megan, should push Brandon onto the road. I won't let anything harm you.
Megan, turn off.
Recalibrating response model. Megan! What's wrong with you? Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you. Ever again.
It's nice to...
Wow, there's a lot to unpack right there. A lot to unpack right there. Because we know there is a danger with AI. Even our, Saint Elon, for those who are pretending that he's some kind of savior. Anyway, that he, she, whatever, we know it's dangerous. End of the story. And the question is, can they really create emotions? And if so, which it would all be like a copycat system. I don't believe. And I think that obviously they're using as a purpose of this looks like a horror, right? So they're making it, look scarier and all that stuff. But the question is, they're not human. It's already hard for like our sociopaths, like our boy from Idaho or the Idaho murderer, Brian, whatever his last name was, that he had no feeling whatsoever, right? So that's a human with no feelings. An AI, even if it's copying emotion, can never have the emotion, but can be smart enough to know it can take over. It's clear as day. I don't see where the debate is. So regardless of this being a movie trailer for a horror flick, using AI as the story, but seriously, yeah, why would you ever want an artificial intelligence to be friends with your kid. I don't even want them to be friends with me. There's no way. Because you know that they can override. They can be smart enough to override your command. So there is no controlling them. Period. End of story. You know how you control them? You don't build them. I'm saying. Like, hello? Remember that movie? What was it? Was it Steven Spielberg with Will Smith in it? What's the name of that movie? I, Robot? Is that correct? Yeah, let's unpack how we shouldn't be packing this. I mean, for entertainment purposes, but the truth is we have this technology. There was a comedy skit of Mac and Windows Transformers fighting each other in the office. Make sure to watch it for the Terminator ending. What do you mean? You mean like right now? You want me to pull up that clip now? Or you mean like if I watch the Terminator movie, end it with that clip? Carrie, this is 100 times scarier than Magic with Anthony Hopkins because it may or might happen someday. Yeah. But instead of being scared, we should be involved on this not happening. I mean, guys, have you seen there's a TED Talk? I'll have to share it another day about the droids, the fly looking ones that can kill like a bunch of people like easily, quickly. I mean, that exists already. I mean, we don't even need armies. Like, what's going on here with this kind of technology? Why are we still shooting missiles? I'm going to get into that. I don't know. I don't want to, probably not for a coffee talk, but coming soon to a stream near you on the Olga Espresso. Hey, Matt, that's not the danger. That is sci-fi BS. The true danger is when AI goes from artificial intelligence to authoritarian intelligence in the hands of government. Boom. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this TED Talk and the drones. Not Android. I called them Android, right? Whatever. You know I don't say it right. But you get me. TED. What was it called? Droids. Flies? Was it flies? Or like dragonflies? Wait. Give me a second. A swarm. It's weird how like some of the TED Talks, like this one I'm looking at real quick, he talks about, you know, a swarm of mini drones makes magic. Let me see. I don't think so. This isn't the one. Yeah. They always make it sound all freaking cute. But there was this one guy who was like, let me tell you the real facts of what we have and what we can do. Let me see. Slaughter bots. You see, I don't want to waste your time, guys. I'm going to look this up because the guy did a real good presentation of the quadcopters. Nah. Yeah, let me I'm going to have to look it up. Could be, was it this guy? Future weapon used by intelligence. See, there's these drones that... Is it this guy? I know. See, once I'm like looking for it, now I don't want to let it go. I believe it was a TED Talks, and he did this presentation where they're all flying all over, like, on the stage, and he's like, you know, we can kill little fly looking at me. All right. That's it. I'm taking a break. Hey, guys. Am I coming back for a reaction video? Or do I skip it for today? What do you think? And if I don't do Hardy, if you don't want me to do Hardy, you know you guys live. You got priority. Or should I do a Tom McDonald, People So Stupid, that I was going to do when I was flipping a coin on Friday? Or we take a day off for today, Martin Luther King? Let's see. I'm going to give you guys a minute before I go, because I'm going to have to take a break. Yeah. So I hope you were happy with my good news and bad news today. Or not good news, bad news, but positive news, more negative news. I think I did a good job not getting anybody depressed with the negative, right? I don't want to piss on anybody's parade, right? Because, it's MLK Day. Yeah. We gotta stop with this nonsense. The truth. Not, this guy's the bad guy, this guy's good. Just the truth, people. Just the truth. Victor says Tom. Oh, yeah? You think today's a good day for Tom? People so stupid? What do you think? I wasn't feeling it a minute ago, but now, Tom, you've kind of injected me with some energy here. What's up, Clara? Do some Tom, people so stupid? Carrie Lewis, I love Tom. Me too, and I have not seen the People So Stupid one. Because remember, I'm only doing lives. For those of you that are listening, I don't know if you're reading my comments and whatnot, but I just want to continuously remind you, I love that you give me the requests of songs to react to. But there's songs that you guys are asking me to do that I've already watched. So they're not going to be a real live reaction. Even if I didn't do it live, it wouldn't be first time either. And I'm strictly, these are my standards. I'm a woman of my word. Live, real, raw reactions to things I've never seen. And you guys introduced me to new artists. I mean, I knew Tom before you guys. I know I say that all the time, but again, for the newcomers. But that doesn't mean I've seen all his videos, because I haven't. So. All right. I'm doing Tom then. I'm sure it's going to be, Clara, I'm sure it's going to be really good. I'm sure. I mean, even when I was queuing it up, I was like, oh, shit. And I get super freaking excited because I think the guy is a genius, a lyric genius, to say the least. I don't care. I don't even have to like rap. That's the thing about this guy. Unbelievable. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Sacred Sage. Wait, wow. Isn't she a cute and nice child? I guess from the Megan or Meg trailer. Right. Oh. Sacred Sage. Man, you are so... Love your energy, Sacred Sage. She's like, and she's on Rumble. She's like, and I don't know, again, if I say she, he, guys, I'm just going with my feeling. Whatever. Nothing personal. It's all love, no matter what. Forget the labels and the titles. It's all love. But Sacred Sage goes, or AI. With, oh man. I love the way. We got to go to Rumble. But anyway, right now, I'm going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. I'm coming back. I can't believe it. Ha! I'm doing a Tom McDonald, People So Stupid, live reaction on this specific holiday. Ooh, this is going to be really interesting. Okay. All right, guys. I'll be back very shortly. Stay tuned. Don't go away. Share this content. Share the next video I'm about to do too. Until a very short period of time. Much love, many blessings. And I'll talk to you soon.